Peace FM 104.3. Would mean Taki.
What day you tell me? You didn't come be a creative industry no ho. Na ejina afia tell me coronavirus yade the ohabebre na de brand to mampani etwa sike bi say what the so formal and the informal sector no asene na what the abo mu wo makwa ahoye hia mu enwuma say because of coronavirus you muntimi enyo mu nwuma ne ka ho no na creative industry for so no yenya bi samwa ne bi na yawada utie dwumedie bi a hye ho enkomo no ye ni some of the creative industry for no edi nkomo o ma sem nyina ne se sikai ebi anya bi ebi nsu nya bi and just as we emu amutie yawada no mutie nie pa ye ni Film Producers Association of Ghana 5 Pack 4 secretary di nkomo no o ma nya antie se 70 application o mo de tu mu no nipa be 23 so far no metimi nye scan bi ebinumo individuals bi nsusu o menye bi amanfo dodo na so kire sese sikai wo munye bi wo mo ho kire o mo coronavirus di aho kire e di abere mo papa wo mo nsan kan sikai bi enti edian pa ni asem no na enkomodidie no ano ye ni Creative Arts Council CCS enche creative art agency wo mo head of operations Ura Frank Abena Wusu dodo na friend Frankie 5 ye no edi nkomo na yani NBSSI for nso edi nkomo one public relations coordinator edi nkomo na nkomodidie mu no nia ntiase no ebededi se ayese kwan a union mu bi creative industry for ebia forms no application forms no kwan a ayese ya feel no ebia enwie payo ntie bia se binum dodo na enya sika ni bia betimi abase bia enunti na ma akobasa no we studio no hanum say yewo Frankie 5 Frank Kwabena Owusu wo hanum say mami ma no akwaba na yenhye enkomo na ase ewie yenene ni nkomo sa yawada nkomo ye hya ase yenene di nkomo wo ma no so but na wie yato ensa friend because ye be so ncheche ni mam ye Frank azan
Brawsi nyame adom na wonso
ye gusun kakrankrap well senior medical mate for enyane ntie no empacho bebre sa we na ebo honum say no mun lower there no mami ai okay me da say honum say aha say yawada yes enkomo na Frank
yes bro
na say na mi cheche from no na kwa yete say yenya no more creative industry no e bia forms no or how anabi o man feeling ye emu bi o man feeling ye anam ba kumienu bi honum saying send me but the bottom line is dodo na so mon san case kan bi enti atu en sa fro say bre boy ni nya ntiase e de ba ni asem no so let's start from the beginning abencha sika say or the work creative industry for no so to say near some of the sectors ebi enya omo friend or yeah coronavirus alleviation program. Yeah sika no car bus ni kaka o meboa
pacho
sika sign na creative industry na bia see etimi nya de boy ho
right say abiding the instruction if Ministry of Tourism bring just after lockdown and omuchire say put it together a survey into by the help of Mr. Kregumante and Socrates my creative some Google documents be na you send them all creative practitioners so fairly na hono express senior virus no affect you madwuma ye ahe and affect you project says cast ben is sanko bom botoma because of COVID-19 end to me amba whether local gig international gig and say we event be so planning so be a cowboy no ni nyina ka document me to mo ye e no mo de buy it was in excess of 20 million in excess inti ye send the call a bank esimu anche na o man paying dey
Jubilee House any bank esimu na
me pa choi
okay all right
anche na nyame adom ye man paying na Ekufuado ede sa release ne by say omo announce wo parliament say 50 million Minister of Finance.
Sikaya boss were dollars and Ghana
cedis.
Okay, 20 million Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Now, Omaka 50 billion at all. Ama creative industries, private universities, and a media. Our share national small scale industries, or must say NBSS, I say. Na ebit me access through sa outfit, Inti yampa about process can to na as I say ne 2 other big industries eche says kano. Well, yeah, one announcement added to your various creative industries platforms, so you free all the heads of industries and you did to him say Nimana mo fele mwayaba na I'm say abenches ke bia to wamai. Inti there's a process MBSSI they are mying. Ombe pese ubia ebe peke form na wafele. Inti omo the forms ni be brain Creative Arts Council Secretariat or no Attic. Me as an operations manager, me supervising na dudu ni bi wo hono ma me ankasa me de mensa ano eboae na me de efele mo because na ensemfu a NBSSI document ne ebisa no say ebi a technical kakra inti say be unkita that finance know-how na ebi beat you bia na genuinely or qualify unya sa level of turnovers na say income no by bia na won tiase nti me take time echreche bebre ase including some of the heads of the industries omo nyina ba me office ma me church from how to go about to fill the form omo the forms no call omo various regions eco fele omo signed the nyina ba back and I submitted the NBSSI. That is how it went.
So, Kasa, in 70 biombusa be a technical. Dear ni dear Ben San and Nebio Mubusa, I my technical. Obit me, Ukai be. In 7 Nebia Busa formula.
Yes.
I have been saying.
First of all, Omubisa or biodata or personal information, Udin, address, baby out, or GPS. And now ID number. Normally 2 or 3 types of IDs and a normal you see.
Okay.
National passport, voter's ID, and a driver's license. We me and saying when you move now the BIR or application render no invalid. Invalid not just say to me and continue process no cry. If any of these 3 IDs one fair one shahwa enfa. And we are now obaba o business structure send a city why you no register business now how many years in how many workers and our you might for our form only on year you no and our spend with you might for no so bosumi bia into forecast year annually no which is the 12-month period no ska hen so and our share or spend and so the best show we now asana wako financial projections na kasa how no bisa o income now we bisa o expense asana about gross profit asana about net profit enumu ena ehono ena challenge kakra personally I took my time to do for quite a lot of people, but obviously we are in excess of 10,000. Back I couldn't have done everything. What they call regions. I tutored them to take it to the regions and also teach them how to feel it. Until they buy any other quality. May I feel that financial side no and a real microphobia brave.
Me wisa so metiwase ya muye se ebia muna ye de famo so ansa na ebia akwakodu NBSSI for honum saying forms na bia man for failing no and individually a man for medium forms so call and now they have to pass through ebia a creative arts agency for senator
mame now that you na madam Kusiyanki ekan o kan say sankebeya o share yen industry has in say omu nyina omu fanfa yeso se na beya kan betumi avete because onimi and onim se metumi ahwem na my corrections asana ba se na beya omu corrections and be less inti be do omu hono na some level of the percentage of errors no less Nti sane yes originally sana kan san ka ba no but ankoba ne sa the farming semono na e kakra but almost find a way all the cohort direct because if you want almost per se hu microphone no direct per se cohort direct nti be brain na cohort no direct.
Okay, Frank Boye, so in terms of a year more as a council or agency, applications do was saying in a BC some one Casamuye which man what command NBSSI for?
I can count about 560 applications that come in about 560.
Industry for
creative industry for from different avenues of the creative industry. In fact, film for normally be about 350. Came from Five Park. The producers alone, that me Mr. Soma, receive and it was around 350.
So this 560 out in my
yeah.
I did bet me confirm yes, where your figures are more as a council.
Yes.
Muye Hujuma. Muye Hujuma. What they call my NBSSI. So 560 no. The outcome net is saying a idea omunya ni padodo say nya idea na ekosi say.
Okay. Inti yenya humwae especially the yankasa ye handle ye the call ye crown so no ye say nya problems kakra because apparently say me I was more concentrated on the financial side into be sure aya na omo addresses omo IDs and name no entirely obi o so the ID number bi and I sure obekwa check no ni di yankasa ye bia Christopher Nete obekwa check no na ye kwabno usu. Immediately, I mean, they may not even come back to me. They will just put it aside because we are a lot and move to the next. Okay, to say ID number, maybe a voter's ID number, obebo, and now obetro ato form no so, answer na odiaba. Uchra, inside Dawson, they get in the Dawson. Obeshe now I may say 1 or 2 digits biom. Be a 89 or no any 98 nipa phone so ho nti bia obekọ system nim no oba be fill form no system no so obebo sa number no then it belongs to somebody else.
But me can say these are forms amuye ho adwuma. I mean the buy no it pass through you ana enye manye ho adwuma as a council.
And I'm just say the bar you don't have access to fill it on the system. All you need to check say what's your number to.
Right.
I can't confirm whether number now if you kumase buy no. ID number near the same as ID number now Kitano. All I get is that you have been able to properly put down your ID code over there. Into I cannot vet because my new system no so to verify say indeed ID 13 or 14 days now watch to hono. Whether it tallies with what you are holding in Kumasi. No, I don't have the interface to do that. Into my concentration was more on the final call. No more challenge pa.
Okay.
Yeah. Into I heard there. NBSSI, when it gets there, I mean, I was called and they told me a lot. Say some of the IDs. Obe bono na enini pani dina watchro say e wo form no so no entirely.
Okay.
And no muntu nya ho hwe.
All right. So 560 no, emudu do say no munya emwa if you are buying.
Out of that 560, I have about currently still they are still updating, but the current one I have now about 150 is gone. About 150 confirmed on Mosaka, which is in a total of the farming hold directly a total of 2,121,600 Ghana cedis.
Sika Akodium. Okay, that's fine. But in terms of numbers, no.
Yeah.
Are you satisfied? One, because are you okay? Because if you put in 560, out of it, maybe I'm betting I confirm one so many years can be 150.
Yeah.
Is it not too small? You saw though.
I'm too satisfied. You know what? Because data is pulling from NBSSI as at this afternoon and RAMGB and then I update it. On a daily basis, they are still running the system. I mean, I can hear 24,464 creative arts practitioners who have directly accessed. Monies have been disbursed. They've taken it from the bank. I'm a bank has any returns to NBSSI. So, almost disbursed this Canadian moment. Total near 24,464 creative art practitioners. If I use my percentage into this motherboard now, it is way too okay for the entire creative industry.
But that's the general picture. But I'm more concerned about more application in farm, which is 560, 150. you're not worried about it. Say, it's not even half of the amount you put in. Say, nipa do 560 applications now.
Yeah.
Even you didn't even get half of it. You understand? And you say you are satisfied.
All right. The reason why I'm saying I'm satisfied is that it is not exhaustive. As I checked yesterday, it was around 100 and something. This afternoon when I checked, it's 150. In fact, I've just had confirmation from my brother that he just had an alert that he should come.
Brother Ben Asem now okay.
Arnold, you get it?
I know that's not what we do.
Yes.
Okay, so also apply.
Yes.
Okay.
So it is just to confirm that on a daily basis the system is running.
Okay.
And if I say I'm not satisfied, it will be very unfair on my part to say that.
But that's interesting. I mean, because the public relations coordinator and the dean come on.
Yeah.
And I say now, this particular program no. And I think in the interview is it necessary so far no okay they should start processing almost DNB. So far but the other sectors they say be a creative industry no so we and go through and that means that the program has ended until maybe a new directive be a fear that means that
it is true the gate is closed, but there are people who are in the system do final stages of disbursement. Those ones are reliably informed by the management of the institution that those ones are going to go through. And I just cited a clear example to you that today. You spoke to the guy like days ago. Right? So there are some ones already in the system that must be pushed out. Yes, the gate is closed. Of system is closed. You can't access. If you've not received your cap code, you are out. But there are a chunk of them that are already in the system that are all waiting to be processed for them to take their funds. But indeed, the program is over.
Okay, so just my final question for now. The graphic showbiz publication, I mean, in the graphic that came out on Thursday, the headliner. Where's the stimulus package? That's a question a man for bisa say. I think not too long ago, some musicians be crowned to music and him saying, koye video say coronavirus omu so ni home. I'm sure you heard, and when Yawada being interviewed, program discussion, some people were saying, yes, almost be so the impression is that I said Nipadodona and San can be. Is that correct impression?
It's a very wrong impression that is painted out there. And it's like I always say, it's very unfair to hear such comments from our own people. With respect to the fact said, elders, leaders, captains of the industries, updated, and they are all aware of this thing that I've come to tell you today. And I expect information, they say industry, when you circulate information via the various arms now, largely nobody could do the last person to hear and understand what is going on. The amateur is here. I applied 3-4 months ago, but Unimpo say the application you render invalid because of all these problems. We communicated to them to let them do the corrections.
Okay, so you render invalid. Is that so communicated back to me?
Yeah, most of them were communicated to. I mean, in fact, they were so kind enough. NBSSI was so kind enough to call us to come and pick a chunk of them. See, we went to pick a chunk of them that they have a lot of problems with. And we called them again and they came to collect them. Okay. Went to do the corrections, brought them back, and they still had problems with it. Okay. Even the ones that they have gone to correct, some of them will come empty spaces. Financial forecasting, empty space. So is it me that I should write something there? I can't. Figures you can in finance to me for big figure and share auditors bar, you will respond to it. But a lot of empty space.
All right, so student Hanum saying so I know that my baby at say and Shokri Safo and so on say so. My mama I know the rim is say what the near dancing say I know that man indications when you alert to be say or also apply be na almost say womra. Arnold,
yes, Me just be able to there.
Nyame adaroma. So Frank Acheche say me wa dan share sanko when I say about a man fu bisa about cabas K for yeah omo ma kwa here mu creative industry for no chese ebinum so omonsanka is can be.
Okay.
Ebinum so omonsanka. But e kwa koye te say dodo na sanka is can be. Mintio.
Okay, so because he mentioned my name, let me just clarify or put some clarity to the matter. A couple of months ago, and my uncle Socrates alerted me say, "Skibi abed say COVID relief fund be abanti. Yenya ward na apply. Inti I didn't give it a serious thought. And fast forward no, me oha na Frank and so friend me say forms be I ready or attic. Inti send me time me pass it by then fill it. That's why not. So I went to the office and then he guided me in filling the form and I submitted it. Inti me then I mean until me at a point where I forgot about it until I think said 2 or 3 days ago, and I had a call and the gentleman says so he's calling from NBSSI and that I should go to any Ghana commercial bank and pick a form. And fortunately for me too, there's one at the airport, Terminal 3. Into minya time kakana me kofa form. So they actually called me a far form no, but as to send a me file no and I have problems. So me buy this and I make a Franks uncle for no, they called me and all that stuff. So that's my story. Frank, first of all, me bo about
so mami we say time and now we your application.
Actually, it's been like almost 4 months.
Okay, all right.
4 months.
Okay.
4 months and me Frank guided me fill a form when I'm hand you over man.
Okay.
And I'm in tissue. So I remember I got the message, I think 2 months ago, almost sending me a message. Say they've received my application, so they are processing it. They sent me a SMS. So
but I minimum okay, so let me ask this question because I'm sure say more you.
Yeah, why not?
We'll ask questions like this. Do you need that money? Who here says can? Because the way I see cancer no. So Chris Frel.
Yeah.
No catch you say apply.
Yeah.
It's giving me indication say be na who here sika na nkasa.
Oh,
Sika. Say Adiana ba tale ABSK betimi so let's tap into
no,
it.
you know sika. But if you me dey insure until we feel say me hotom me. One see the car me the show to come nya meje. I think say my uncle was only alerting me because at that point no you complaining. Saying kuyi. So he telling me was he only giving me the alert say listen I dey be na nyina can apply into. So
for instance who you for there who this can out there.
Well so me running a PR agency. Me son running a website and so I have a company me so me running me so me show me how far me 1 or 2 staff be say me sort them out. Me so say me sort them out. Me industry stakeholder. Me watch them. Into so but me fill a form yet because I'm still considering 1 or 2 things be answer. But me bought Frank any agency no abaso for what they've been able to do thus far. Now
I'm still surprised.
Yes, boss.
So get na cashier.
Oh, okay. So one kind of channel now.
Because me so mo ejuma for mtiomka.
I hear net you. See, I seen it here.
Yeah.
And or pray me say
okay. I hear. No, Mati. It was just out of curiosity.
Yeah,
out of curiosity.
Well, my uncle be defending him. Me say we catch up about one kai.
I'm very clear in my mind, so I'm kind
yes, boss. Yeah. You do me so be clear no. I dey back on the chin margin so because Frank Kasano and for me I think so Omabejuma pa it's unfortunate say most people like the narrative I want about is the fact say baby nanya and I say this. So I'm excited say Thursday we use a platform way to actually let everybody know say ampa ebienya. And you know the interesting thing. I'm so Thursday we had discussion who busy the discussion on a certain post behind George Kui and George Kui is an influential guy.
Okay, not necessarily,
but
it was the reason for that discussion. I guess was a story graphic showbiz.
Okay, there was an attribution to George, if I'm correct,
because in the story,
okay, a lot of people.
I just want to put it in the.
No, it's fine. It's fine because I heard him I heard you speak to him. Until now, I was feeling because now I post on Facebook actually complaining, say A, B, C, and D. Now saying this. Interestingly, after your show, I also saw another post from George. Now taking a back position, say, oh no, Nim say a man for Inya, and they should come up and then. And I think so that's the way to go because you're careful. Narrative and I push around and say, she so no say this in Inya. It doesn't paint a good picture. And for me, I think say if they should now come out. And interestingly, we share now after Thursday show, no, we share Freddie. Oh, minya. We share we also Kusiana minya. I mean, let's paint a very good picture. Say yes, COVID not harding. We cried for some relief number, regardless of how small or minimal it is. We should still, who say my only problem with the discussion that course between you and Frank.
Okay, about numbers here. Yeah. Meaning say issue B, and it was a publication actually on the Finder newspaper, and I made attribution to that particular one. Yawade actually me said many spare part dealers for the come up. So I'm getting the impression that still I will have a problem with your data because spare parts for to me. Coming out clearly said about 90 to 95% of your membership enya SARS can be. How come say up to because you have this impression being created say a man for do enya can be.
Yeah.
And then I mean Frank because if you don't also find a way and put these numbers together, a be a man for drinks okay. Do na answer can escape you but I'm saying when you speak to like the spare part dealers, they are able to come out clearly and say so. You nipa do saying in terms of percentage omenya.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think data collection has been our biggest bane over the years. Now, Socrates and the NCC and the Frank Money Agency, they've not been able to solve it. They are still figuring it out. Now, once Ubisa Frank will say, out of agency, 24,000 creative persons have received. And no, for more. But I think for now, they should be able to amalgamate data from through the agency, through the agency, and come out with the statistics. It's like a Frank, it's hey, stats. No, that's
what I have and I started.
Okay.
But say starting interview, I have all that data here,
including the 24,000.
Everybody who falls under that is here. So names and amount and everything is here.
Data no, it's a good way initiative. My problem, Frank, who can say 560, they're far on 506, no more reject, only 150 in the approve. And then you mentioned, say, filling the form was a problem. Yeah. I'm not even talking about the financials. The basic filling of forms was a big problem. Now, your duty was only to check, say, block B was filled.
Yeah.
Not necessarily were filling the correct thing. But that's what you said. Say the ID card number. Watch 14889. So Frank is only checking whether sub block has been filled, and not necessarily whether a correct number no failing. So what it means, they say, instead of Frank to say, let me see your ID card, me check your ID card and check whether and they're correct or failing. That was not your job. Yours was only to check say that block has been filled. That's what I have a problem with. In as much as you guys did a very good job, I think agency and the council main mandate was to ensure say the correct thing was done on the paper in regard to filling of the form, because rejection be now based on misinformation. Any information be uncorrelated with the actual at the end of one, and I think that's a problem because you see, him say a day we are very critical. What the council should have done was organize a symposium. Say, listen. You chain, we leave Biaba. Now, this is how we are going to fill the form. Block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4. What if you into me share Obiakwa now? Let's meet the groupings, no heads, and take them through how to fill the form. But if your only duty was only to check whether block A has been filled and you don't know whether it is the correct filling or not, then I think that's the only setback I feel could have been done properly.
Can I answer that?
Bet me, yeah, but I am my now over from those.
Mpacho, the American as a trainer say, all those 560, and yes, say, me transit one-on-one with the individuals to feel because ebi wo Kumasi, ebi wo Tamale, ebi wo BA and all that. So yes, indeed, and Mark and Socrates will bear me witness. We called all the heads, all of them. There's no head who will say that I personally did not take them through painstakingly, block after block. This is what must be here. Ensure that don't leave this space. If you don't have the GPS, which was very important, if you don't have GPS, they'll throw it out. GPS, go and find it. And some of them I even had to show them how to download the Ghana Post GPS on their phones and show their members how to do it and get the number and put the right number there. So I used the heads. So I couldn't have assembled all of them at my office. It would have been dangerous. So I used the heads and I gave them that tutorial. In fact, some of them went and came back again, asked questions, and I answered.
Yeah, but you see,
I got COVID for 2 weeks. I was out of work because of this arrangement.
Bravo.
So you actually, good job again, very good job.
Yeah.
But into we interacted with heads,
Yes.
say go back no more how to fill the form. However, we receive the forms and you receive them individually, not through the heads. If I'm correct,
Through the heads.
Through the heads again.
It came in bulk, and all I had to do again, one after the other, pick it, check it. No, na if he has any no, back to me. To what I had to do, say mefa, ufa bakubia no check it. Flip through about 4 to 6 pages. Lines, it won't be say page be say 20 lines. Checking making sure say nipa no afili nyama na e wo ho ni nyina bibia ye okay ana.
Yeah.
Bi o ha me frɛ e fa phone we ja basic information be say post office no we ja.
Yeah.
My friend no ahwɛ fie. No check fie o house no man no fie no check wall no natural mame. No about no natural. So all those things I did. And before I put them together say complete na my tie their command MBA side.
Yeah, but I think so. Then the issue now has to be orientation, because rejection is not because of amount be our bo. It's not because of your sector be our one. That's information be our. Information now feeling or data. Like you said, say you check it. They were feeling what happening. Check you share you boom one a new one. And I think so we need to orientate your members.
Okay, all right. Secret, mean to you where?
Kuzi. Mr. Mark, Frank, see a bona basu papa. I was sad we and I didn't let you know. And I make her say, you will be cramp one because he even got COVID out of it for 2 weeks out. Or Tifina, no, yes, Juma way. Now, Osha any padu doko be goodness so. Ne unipa ba coupe, oh, yes, Juma way.
12 midnight, maybe with you.
Me if you
12 midnight, it received me about down someone on how to fill the form.
And oh yes, I never way you know. See, yeah, can me kai pass a minister Fred and stake leaders now can one day ye meeting be and you can't say form no crampon yet me a co appeal masinka yenya amendments be a woman yet simple and my yen. And me far who you're cutting out hono. I said my coca
your microphone here. That's it. Yeah.
Your cotton as and I some coca no be didn't nam be before for topic ni pa is who I am cannot there will be a jatu ho and ye can be before for your friend heads nina quizy me wa platform so Emma Peter Sodefia no ye arguments
movie producer
about Sika this you say on TIFF your platform so none chairman your from saying Gafta chairman our platform so me say from chairman into unko meeting from chairman your friend no or see what they are two more platforms so me one so platform so also who ye meanwhile no ne our public
media metie ba na mpese wo ankasa o ka kire me te se ni aka kire no no
Jesus Christ etiefo kwesi aboaje na ka say asama o kan ni enti muntie no
me ka se nka wo ne meti fine me say media metie minim na metie ba na mpese nka aka kire me te se ni aka kire no no
okay na kwesi senia yen crofo no bebre won it's about time yen change argument kan yen kan your members na nim kakra yen kan omanim because simple information your data your quality kwesi if I show you some of the girls now mo your input no ebi o ha obi chese information will be some of us will hanadwen anyway what can you know mami so bebre but at least approve say aban na da yen sɛnea na amanfo obi dwen no ne nipa ni bebree nso anya sika na ɔmo nka ne ne sometimes abufu ne sɛ obi be chase saa for months wonim sɛ wonte ne nka biom a one day obɛkɔ check and say no anya sika no ɔnya sika no so a ɔmfrɛ nka nkyerɛ sɛ oh chale me nsa ka o but ɔbɛfrɛ ofiti anopa awia anwumrɛ nti kwesi yɛbɛbɔ aban aba so ne abɔ MBSSI for aba so adwuma no na nyɛ easy na yɛn nkurɔfoɔ no nso no mesre yɛn putu yɛ documentation ne yɛ data no in place data yɛ gigigigi nyinaa yi kwesi nka wei udu din ba yɛ bɔpɛ u data bibia wɔ ne nka ya push through easy nti no nka bebre nka so.
Okay.
Make a quick remark.
Before I remark, no, idea we are may maintain, but my main yes idea we na memra ni TV. Maintain your remark, no.
Yes, Black was good afternoon. Me program no na how they may be the room a creative art for no. If it's a no many pabia or no so no. The cook myself no tiam and also say coffee call. Or more office one a check it. Any ISS for no office one. Na the choir no I'm a check it. I'm catch and say me cap code, or my cap code. The deco check you and say fonts no man feeling ye. And he said, meet me as I knew you are this and class abana sadi and craft of rubber say, why when you be feeling fonts to be. Eti me hu say problem o ho sisia no ye said the Frankie Kano fonts no be mistake about but so mistake by no so ye nyamu aye bi free baby say e bia mistake say aba enti no mo sa me fere for but so me call o mo chese me call o mo office ya me call check bank ho no me call mo chese say me no e de na anye yie enti this am try enti asen komono amudi na eto asumu enti say am betimi atremu ama mo no ahunu say fonts no e bia mistake ba mu enti na ama bi mu anye ska no enti so opese onya bi dia bia creative art for no ye start the fonts na aba enti obi amra office me pick ya na say fonts no ye de be ma fi say yes do odi animu kra am I for the fonts no bi kra aye gapi for no empany for no bi gambro for no bia ya outmo and am I yes ade no ba so eba am I me call ayo Frank mo office wo nyina so me call no get no secretary no ne kire say fonts bi any hosisi bi no mo akrosu bi bia enti me dem stress wotie dia momoaye na ye nya bi no mo hu kwaye be fa so ayeso be fele fonts bi fi say adwuma no ya de ba ye de adwuma no de ana adwuma ne ma ye kra na ya adwuma no kra start ejimi ye enti ana ya de na sa ba kan de sa bubu ye pa.
Okay, all right, so Kofi of Bibiman music producer, Frank, what in us am now Canada?
It's here.
Okay, so Diana Beckham one and Symbiana person.
Okay, I think say a pastor boy because it's the American now so.
Okay.
And I say say yeah, this is a law. Your bonfire say a buying a man in 19th year complete establishment of the agency no. Now there's a division a bill on a finance and administration division. Sad division or omojuma part of omojuma dia akosu no because say yang correcting ne brakwisi na say ya that workshop and groom yen crop for no e wo sia ombetumi ahyehye omusika sem no omaye bankable and obronise banker na obeye attractive say financial institution bia ebetumi anyway din komo e wo sika sem no e be din pa because in the bill no your creative art fund I wom senka ye law yi bae before COVID na anka senska no anka ye ho ene be beto direct we could have faced the same challenge intimesre pa say that operationalization of yen law na a pass no agency no nkembrantem na yen set up sa division no na division no enyet sa regional workshop on finance, on record bookkeeping, proper bookkeeping na ebema yen aye very prepared for such occasions ebeba any financial institution bia obetu ske bia to inside no aya obi a pese ohun say sebi udi ohun ni ebeska semu a o keep proper books of records or accounting principles bia okay no your nipa or your capacity or resources your ni ya ye munkro for ho no ma ebetimi aye san chere no say na be ya obi a be well prepared and bankable enough say obetimi area bank bia no akwaje bosia.
Yeah.
Asem we mamenka back we dey futu.
Okay. Yeah, any idea here?
Oh yeah. At least and obi ehun baby asem we be see. Me pamocho ya ye ti platform so ne niema industry no. Ye tie sebi. Obi abebo me kai pass asem we buy and there's one guy be awo mama. Ana a friend say. Ebeke kan sem bebre bi kwesi mpacho. Yes. And you see the 50 million more kreku maintain or dia ko sini fie wo se ne office o and no chiche mo nimu and just bebre and okasem na uti akire no uti obeka se asem papa bia na waka no watimi inciting crofobia ni ne sre me pamocho creative industry for. Let's be a bit discerning with information you receive ne share me pamocho.
Okay, Frank, I'm saying you're basically what I'm saying. That's we also wait me abana. At least one meet me yate and some no biasi. Yamin shop papa.
That's it.
This FM 104.3. Good to meet